Hi guys, and welcome back to another Sailor Moon review. Today I finally have both of the newest Figuarts Zero Sailor Moon figures. This is of course Sailor Uranus and Sailor Neptune. I've had Sailor Neptune for a couple of weeks. I got her from Circle Red, which I recommend. If Circle Red has these figures, they package things really well, really awesome company. Sailor Uranus wasn't on their site, so I had to look around someplace else. I've got a few cancellations, some back orders. It was a real pain, but I finally got her, and my husband got her off of eBay, but Tokyo Otaku Mode also has her currently, so if you guys are looking, you can go there. But the boxes of these are very much like the original 5. I was really impressed with the continuation of the design of the boxes. However, I think these figures are a little bit bigger than the original 5, but I will explain more of that as the review goes on. But as you can tell, it has the Figuarts Zero logo here on the top, the warning sticker, and it says the logo up here for the 25th anniversary. Has her bow in the front. My camera doesn't want to focus here on the top very much because it wants to focus on her inside the box. It has the detailing here on the side, which is always pretty. And the bottom here says Pretty Guardian, Sailor Uranus, and then it has the logo of hers. Then Sailor Moon Crystal, Tamashii Nations, and the Bandai logo. And here are the sides. They do have the big circle window with the rose and all the detailing in the window as well. They did a really nice job with the boxes, I thought. They look really nice displayed together if you're somebody that doesn't like to debox your figures, and then you have that option. And then at the top it has the Moon Kingdom. And then the Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon Crystal there in the window. The Toei sticker to show it's official. And then at the bottom it has this really nice silhouette of both of them, which I like, so it's really pretty. So here is the Sailor Neptune one, and hers is very much the same. I don't know why this one didn't have the warning sticker on it, but it's definitely the international release. But there she is in the box. She looks really pretty. And then Pretty Guardian Sailor Neptune there with all the logos. The side, I think this one has the exact same color roses, but they're switched in colors. And then, let's see, the back, of course, has the nice images of the figures, and this one, of course, shows them together with the big stand. And then the top has the Toei sticker and the Moon Kingdom. And then the bottom is them together, like the other one. So these are really, really nice. They look great in the boxes. I can't wait to get them open and see what they look like. So let's take a look. So here they are, guys. I got them all set up and they look awesome, but I want to show you these first. These, of course, are the extra items that they give you for the figures, and this is the Space Sword for Sailor Uranus, and this is the longed version. Now, I did notice that the detail on paint is pretty good, although there is a little paint chip right there, so I'll probably repair that. That's probably no big deal. There's that one, and then they do give you the extra little bonus one for the classic version. And it does have all the gems painted on it. And how you make this work is you just pull the hilt off and replace it with the other piece. And there you go. Really cool idea. Definitely like that feature. I don't know which one I'll probably use. I probably will use this one since it's the most epic one of the two, I think. But there it is. It's really pretty. And then of course Sailor Neptune comes with her mirror. And it's really nicely painted as well. It does have the detail on the front. It would have been cool if this was an actual mirror, but it's just painted silver, unfortunately. And the back has the detailing on it. So yeah, these are really, really nice. So let me get these put on the figures. Neptune's mirror just kind of slides on there. And I assume this sword will just go on here like that. Okay, yeah, so the sword was kind of difficult to put on there. I actually had to push it through her hands by pressing it up through and making her fingers move out a little out of the way. So yeah, it's a little tricky to get the sword on there. And I think I have it going the wrong direction. I think it goes like that. Yeah, I think that's the correct way it's supposed to go, at least for display. So go ahead and take a look at Sailor Uranus first. So here she is, and her hair and costume, obviously like the others, are going to be super, super shiny. So you can see all the details and everything with the shininess on it, which I think I really do like the shiny paint. I know a lot of people really don't like that feature about these figures. Also, the other thing about them is they had stock images when these figures were first released and have since changed their face design. And that was a big letdown for a lot of people that wanted these. I still think they look fine. I think their expressions are a little less epic though. I thought they looked great the first time around. So that was kind of sad. But she does have really nice face paint. I didn't see anything wrong with it. Her earrings look nice. They're all painted in and really detailed. She's got her cape flowing out like there's wind in front of her, so it's really nice detail. The bodice of her costume is like a pearlescent white, but it's not pure white. It's kind of got tones of blue in it. And there's her bow. And like the others in the original series, or original 5, they do have the same kind of clear gem as their brooch. So that's pretty. And these figures, of course, are based off the new style of animation that came along with Sailor Moon Crystal Season 3. So that's something to consider with these, is the style is a little bit different. There's her bow in the back. I did notice when I opened these that there's a little paint defect on the back of her skirt here. You can see that. So that's kind of sad. You can't really tell it from afar, but it is there. And her pose is pretty epic for her. I really like the pose. And her gloves are painted really nicely. Not like the other ones that were a little bit sloppy. These ones are a little better. And then she does have the two-tone skin, where there's kind of shadowing in her joints. It's a little darker in places. And then her legs are super, super long on this figure. It's definitely a big detail of hers, is how long her legs are. It's rather interesting. But you can definitely see all the tones in her skin because of it. And then her boots look really nice. And then, yeah, these do have, well, not this one, but this one over here has that little clear bracket that kind of holds the figures. And then, like the other ones, it does have this round base and the bow in the back. But the big obvious thing to a lot of people was they changed the design of the bow. Each one of these bows are supposed to be clear, like it is on this big one here. But this one, they completely made it solid color almost. I mean, it's still kind of see-through, I guess, but nothing like the stand. It's supposed to match the stand really well. Have no idea why they decided to change that. That's a real big letdown in this one because it makes them kind of inconsistent. Yeah, that's just one thing we all noticed right off the bat when people started getting these. But I think overall she looks really nice. I'm kind of sad about the little defect on her skirt. But other than that, I mean, she looks pretty fabulous. I do love the way she looks. I love the sword idea where you can switch them out. Really, really pretty. So there she is. Now we'll talk about Neptune here. With Neptune, since she's got the longer hair, she will have the translucent ends like the original 5 do. And you can kind of see that in the back. But I like the style of the hair. The hair looks really nice with all the flowingness that it's got. It's really pretty. And then her face looks really nice. It wants to focus on her mirror though. But she does have her earrings, and Her face looks a little different than some of the images of Neptune, at least to me. And of course, the original stock images we got, I like the face on that Neptune a little bit more, but I still think she looks very pretty. She does have her choker that's colored in. Move this mirror for right now, so it wants to focus more on her than the mirror. But just have her choker. It's nicely painted. It's actually 2 different colors of gold. And then her earrings and tiara. Then her collar is kind of flowing. Her bow is nicely painted, and it does have the translucent gem on it as well. Her skin tone is, of course, 2-toned. Gloves are nicely painted. The paint job on these are definitely a lot better than the original 5. I do think that they've upped the quality a little bit because of that. There's not quite as many paint defects as I found on the first ones. I really love this bow. I love how it's flowing out like that. That's really cool. And then the bottom with her legs, and then her shoes here are really nicely painted. And then the little bracket is here on this shoe. And her stand is very, very small because she's got her legs closer together. And the bow, of course, is supposed to be translucent, so it is. So yeah, I think Neptune looks the best out of the 2, personally. But that's just me. I really like the way she's designed and everything. The hair and everything looks really pretty. Now, of course, you get this bonus stand, and it's ginormous to fit them both on there. So I'm gonna put them on this stand, and we'll get a nice look at the way they look on this. So here they are, and it was pretty simple to put them on here. They popped off these other stands pretty easily, but you do have to use a little bit of pressure, at least the first time putting these on here. So just be careful with that. But I think the stand is a huge, huge bonus for these figures. I think they look great on here together. This will probably be the way I'll display them, and I think most people will probably display them like this because I think it looks pretty epic. So I wanted to do a quick comparison of the Sailor Uranus and Neptune figures to 2 of the figures from the original 5. A lot of people like to compare Sailor Moon to Sailor Uranus. And as you can see, the size difference is enormous with these 2. I'm not sure why, but it doesn't seem to be a biggest problem is her and Sailor Jupiter. Because Jupiter is the tallest guardian of the original 5. So I think these 2 look pretty good together. They don't look enormously different in size. Then you can put her next to Neptune, and you see what I mean? But Sailor Moon is one of the shortest characters of the original 5, so she looks really out of place next to Sailor Uranus. I think they will still look great together, but I can see that it can be kind of concerning to people. But Jupiter, she is supposed to be taller than the other original 5, and she looks great with these 2. So, to me, I think that's just showing their size comparisons and their height as characters. I don't know if, for sure, if Sailor Moon is just too short to begin with, even with the original 5 characters. But to me, I think they'll still look great together. And Jupiter definitely proves that, I think, because she's supposed to be the tallest character in that Inner Senshi group, so I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of that, but that's just something that I kind of thought after I finally opened these and started looking at them in person, so let me know in the comments, guys, what you think of these figures. I think these are a huge improvement from the original 5. I still like the original 5, and I will keep them, but I can understand what people's problems are with them. Personally, I think these will be great putting them together. I'm really happy with these, and I'm glad you guys checked out my video today. Hope this helped you decide if you want to get these or not. But I will see you guys in the next one. Alright, bye.